watching Bianca getting launched off the blob from Greta.
Yeah, that was so funny. She went so high.
What are you looking forward to do for the rest of the day? We're going to do water sports later, aren't we?
The belly flop.
Belly flop competition? Yeah. Me too.
It was weird because the Good Samaritan and the man who's wounded were different people, but the Good Samaritan helped him anyways.
Yeah.
People stand up for each other and to get along and to learn that even if you're different from someone doesn't mean that you can make a change.
Yeah, you can still make a change for sure.
Hey there. It's been a great session learning about the Good Samaritan story with you. This week we learned about 3 steps for what it means to be a neighbor. We learned about having open eyes to see, having open hearts to feel, and having open hands to help. So this was a story that Jesus told in response to a question that was asked of him. A guy came up to Jesus and asked him, "Hey Jesus, who's my neighbor?" Jesus kind of doesn't really answer that question. He instead tells a story about 2 guys, a priest and a Levite, who passed by some guy who got beat up and was robbed. There was a third one that passed by who was a Samaritan. And as Jesus was telling the story, his audience was probably expecting for one of the first 2 guys to help him out because they belonged to the same tribe as the man who was beat up. But interestingly, it was the third guy, the one who was the kind of the political and racial enemy of the man who was beat up. That's the person that stopped and helped. And so as Jesus is telling that story, he's reminding us that it's important to be a neighbor by following those 3 steps. Just like the Samaritan, we can see when there's need and choose not to look away. We can open our hearts and have compassion, not just feel sorry for the person who's hurt, but actually feel with them and imagine how they're feeling and come alongside them. And then finally, Jesus invites us, just like the Good Samaritan did, to offer our hands to help people who are in need. Not to solve every problem, but to be there and to be Jesus' hands and feet to help those who are hurting and in a bad situation. Friends, it was a great time to be with you this week. I hope you learned something new this week, and I hope we get to see you next summer. Have a great rest of your summer. Bye.